Hello and welcome back to the Wolblom Knitting Podcast. My name is Lisa and today I'm going to talk about everything I knitted in 2022. I hope everyone is having a wonderful 2023 so far and enjoying your knitting and crochet projects so far. I want to show all the items that I did knit for myself last year. In total there was 38, and then I'm also going to show some statistics of what type of items I knitted and how much I knitted each month. But yeah, I want to go through everything I knitted and just give some comments or yes. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. In January I knitted these mittens. These are the Venetian mittens by Life is Cozy, and it was my first test knit that I ever knitted and my first mittens. So it's a twisted rib stitch with some wrap stitches here, and then you can also fold down this top edge to make a cuff like that. So these were my first mittens, and I used Miss Lamotte, I think Lofty Plied, for these. Next one was also a project by Ksenia from Life is Cozy, and it's the Viva Cami. So this one is I think it was top down, and it's includes stripes and a chevron type of pattern. So you do have a decreased spine and a increased spine at the center front, center back, and underarms. But it's a stripe pattern. Maybe you can see it better there. The yarn I used is Karua Moon, and when the yarns were in the skein, they looked so well together, and there was definitely some contrast, but not enough because the stripes isn't picking up that well. But yeah, there is some stripes, and then the straps are knitted last. So yeah, this one's very comfortable to wear, so I'm very happy with that one. The last item for January was my Ciao Bella Cami. This is designed by Sari Nordland, and it has a beautiful lace pattern in the front that looks like a flower to me. I did knit this one over again because my first one came out a bit too big for me, and I didn't try on soon enough. I just wanted to knit and complete it, but then it was too big, so I had to knit over, and then it's fitting now a lot better. So yeah, this one is also top down. So next is February. So in February I knitted my garden gate top. This is a design by Jennifer Steingas, and I used Knotty Habit merino linen single ply for this one. But yeah, this one's a bit brighter than most of my projects, but the color work it looks so beautiful on the screen, so I'm very happy with it. I wasn't happy with how the neckline looked, so I did add some elastic, so it looks a bit weird, but I crocheted some elastic in it, so it cinches in the neck just a bit to keep it more closer. But I do think this neckline was a bit too big for me. But yeah, this is the garden gate top. Next is my DRK Everyday socks a design by Andrea Murray. So these socks have definitely gotten a lot of wear from them. Have gotten a lot of wear. So they have started to felt, and they're not pretty looking anymore. But yeah, you can see the heel has felted completely. But they're so comfortable, and I'm so happy with them. So the yarn I used, I think, was opal yarn, but I can't remember the colorway anymore. But it's one of those color changing yarns, sock yarns. But yeah, it's very comfortable, and I'm very happy with it. If I was a person who knitted a project more than once, I would knit these over again to have more. But I don't like to knit one thing over and over again. So maybe I will knit this one over again. But yeah. Next one is my straw flower shawl. This one is a design by Life is Cozy as well. So this one was one of the shawls that took forever to complete, especially the bauble rose. But yeah, so the purple yarn is Nurturing Fibers Echo Blush, and the white is African Expressions Hope. So it's this mohair lace base. But yeah, it's this one, and this one has been very comfortable to wear when it's a bit cooler, and then just draping it over my shoulders, and I think it looks very feminine as well. Next one for February is my marzipan pullover. So this was my first sweater test knit. This is designed by Sari Nordland, and it's a top-down sweater with some beautiful cables in the front or around the yoke, circular yoke, and it has a ribbed body and sleeves with some beautiful detail just at the cuffs of the sleeve. So here you can see some of the detail. So this yarn was Katia yarn, but I can't remember the base. I can't remember. This yarn is very nice, but it pulls a lot. I don't know if you can tell, if you can see the pulls. But yeah, it's a lot of pulls coming up from this one, but it's still a beautiful sweater. There's one design that Sari is busy designing at the moment. I do think the test knit has begun already for that one. It's a raglan sweater with some cables like this one in the front. So I'm very excited for that one, because I'm going to try to knit that one this winter. Okay, next up is March. So March is the month that I knitted the most stuff. I knitted 5 items. So first is my Midsummer Dancer socks. So this is African Soul. I can't remember the number, but it's a design by Sari Nordland, and I have worn this a couple of times already, and it's a very cute set. Wearing with sneakers. It looks very cute. Then I knitted this, I think it's Augustine's number 22. So it's just a little hair bow or bow. I like to wear it in my hair, but it's a bit too big at the moment. I'm not sure if it's going to look weird with my pixie cut. But yeah, this is Augustine's number 22. Designer is Anne-Sophie Velling, I think. But yeah, I used some leftover yarn from my Garden Gate top. So Naughty Habit merino linen single ply, held double with some mohair, so that it's a bit fuzzy with a beautiful halo. But yeah, it's very cute. Then I knitted the La Ula shawl by Sorry Nordland. This one. So this one was I think it was a knit along hosted by Sorry Nordland, and I did complete this one in over a weekend. It's such a fun design and small enough that it won't take too long, because this is the widest part of the shawl. So yeah, but it's very there's instructions on how to customize it as well if you want to make it a bit smaller or bigger. So I do recommend this pattern, and it's so nice. Very beautiful lace and cables. So this yarn is Knotty Habit merino linen held together with some kid silk mohair and silk. I can't remember the base I used for this one specifically, from which yarn company I bought it from. So yeah. Then last one is my linen sweater. So this one did have his own special video. So we had a public holiday, and I decided I want to try to knit a sweater in a day, because this one, it's a bulky weight yarn, and I think I used like 10mm needles for this one, so it's a big stitches. So this is the back. So yeah, I enjoyed this one. I think it took me maybe 10 hours. I can be wrong, but yeah, there's a specific video for this one, and this is a design by Sorry Nordland. Okay, and then last one is a top by Olga Grashina, designed by her. So this one I have been wearing a couple of times to work. It looks very professional, I think. And the yarn is Kismet bamboo. I can't remember. I think it's 100% bamboo, but I know that yarn company is Kismet. But yeah, this is my it's top Bona, and the designer Olga Grashina. So yeah. It's a bit heavy. The drape is nice, but it's a heavy top. But at least the weight is distributed equally over my shoulders, so it doesn't feel that heavy when I'm wearing it. But it is definitely a hefty garment. So next month was April, and in April I knitted my lamb jumper. This is a design by Olga Grashina, and I used African Expressions Comfort, and it's a boucle yarn, and it's very soft. I know it does have some viscose in it, so it is definitely more soft and scratchy. And then the other yarn is also African Expressions. This one is Joy, I think. Yeah, Joy. And then it has a zipper to open the front. So yeah, this one is a very comfy at-home sweater, so I did wear it a couple of times during the winter season in 2022. Then I knitted the Salbu cowl. This is a design by Inga from Knitting Traditions. So the yarn is I think it's John Auburn Textiles. This is the knit by number yarn. I can't remember what the base is or what the fiber content is, but I got the yarn from Colors of Amalfi. So yeah. Then I knitted the palette socks. So I got the yarn from Esther Reza Yarn Creations. So they hand dye yarn as well, and they had I think it was the Secret 7 Society, and then you could choose the yarn base you wanted, and I wanted to knit socks, so I chose the sock base. So it's, I think, 75% merino and then 25% nylon, and there's 7 colors that came in the mystery box. And I knitted the palette socks by Laura Murads, and these have also been very comfortable for me to wear in the winter season, and the heel has already been felted already, but it's a very comfortable, and it's very cute. It looks like icing to me, the little twisted rib detail. It looks like icing on cookies. But yeah, so this is the palette socks. Then I knitted the Toledo top. This one is by Ekaterina Vorobeva. I think her handle is This Cozy Nest. But yeah, this is, I think it was bottom up. And the yarn I used is Venus Colors Nickem. I think the colorway name was Slate. But yeah, it's a beautiful lace top with a little keyhole neckline. Yeah, there, keyhole neckline, and just drop shoulders. So this one I also have been wearing a lot to work. It's very comfortable. Okay, next up is the month of May. So in May I knitted the Celia socks by Sari Nordland. This is also the African Expression Soul base. Let me put my hand in there and can you see? This is the top detail of the sock. And then the top is a little what do you call it? Scallop detail at the top. So this is also cute to wear with sneakers as well. Then I knitted the minted beanie. This is a design by Andrea Maury as well. And the yarn I used I got from Hartlam. It's their fluff base, I think. I can be wrong, but it's a bit yeah, I can't remember what the fiber content is, but it is a cable beanie knitted from the cuff to the top and to the brim. I think it's brim, from the brim to the crown. And I added a alpaca pom-pom as well. So yeah. Then I knitted this one. It's a wrap top, so it isn't looking very like how it would look. So this is a design by Life is Cozy as well, and it's slip stitches that gives a this detail here. So this one's like 2 slip stitches, and then the lighter stripes is a single slip stitch. And you knit the 2 sections that goes over your shoulder up separately, and then you join it in the center back, and here's where the join is, and then you knit the ties. So yeah, this one is a bit too warm to wear in the summer just like that. So I like to wear it when it gets colder, so the autumn season is perfect. So that was the month of May. Then June. In June I knitted this is the Rosalind socks. Just put my hands in to show the detail. So this is also designed by Sari Nordland, and this was her first sock in her summer sock knit along that she hosts every year. And the yarn I used was African Expression Soul. Next one was this Soku cowl. So the bottom has a twisted ribbing, and then some, I think this one is Estonian braids, I think, and then some, I can't remember the stitches here, but it's like weaving the yarn while you knit, and then a Latvian braid, and then a just a stockinette channel with a I-cord rope in, just to make a bow or just tighten up the cowl if you want to. The yarn is Naughty Habits single ply merino linen. So yeah, this is the Soku cowl. And the back has slip stitches, diagonal slip stitches. Maybe, yeah. Okay, then I knitted the belly pullover. So this is also a design by Sari Nordland. The yarn I used is Knit Picks. Can't remember the yarn base. I know it's Knit Picks, but this yarn was gifted to me by Ali from the Black Spruce Knitting Podcast with our yarn swap, and it looks so, it came out so beautifully. And yeah, I have I think the cuffs is the only thing that I'm like undecided about. If I really like the white cuffs, or if I wanted to knit it a bit more tighter around my wrist to like that. But I do think I have, if I want to layer other items underneath it, there's enough space around my cuffs as well. But yeah, it's a beautiful cable and textured sweater. Very classic as well. So that was June. Then in July, I knitted the second pair of socks in the summer knit along, which was the Ariel socks. And this yarn is from Ballyhora Designs, Ballyhora Fibers, which is a yarn company in Northern Ireland, or in Ireland, can't remember, but I think in Ireland. And a viewer gifted this yarn to me when she was visiting family in South Africa. But it's a beautiful speckled yarn. Yeah, this one was my favorite pair of socks in the knit along. So this was the Ariel socks, so designed by Sari Nordland. Then I knitted my Illuminate sweater. So this is a design by Andrea Mowry. So the purple yarn is Naughty Habit 2-ply merino linen, and then the white is African Expressions Hope, the natural mohair lace base. But yeah, this one was fun. And this was the first garment I completed in our new apartment, so special memories as well. Then next is August. In August I knitted, no, these were first. The peregrine socks were first. This is the third pair for the knit along. And this one has a cable and textured stitches like that. And the yarn is African Expressions Soul. And then the fourth pair was the Storsen socks, which was the three sock bases work together. So the pink one is African Expression Soul. This one is the Ballyhora fibers, and then this one was also African Expression Soul. So yeah, this was the fourth pair. And then I knitted the Tiny Tassels shawl by Karen Fernandez, and this yarn is Miss Lamotte. It's the lace base, and I held it double to create a almost light DK weight. And this yarn was gifted to me by a friend as well. And then the tassels, it was leftover yarn from the pallet socks. So yeah, this one is also a nice shawl to wear just when it's a bit cooler. Then I knitted my couture top. This is the couture sweater. So this one is by Sari Nordland, and I use Nurturing Fibers Echo or Super Twist sock held together with Nurturing Fibers Kid Silk mohair in the Lunar colorway. This one I wore a lot when we were in Amsterdam. It kept me so warm, and the mohair was so soft, and it just held me, it kept me so warm during the cold days there in Amsterdam. Next is September. In September I knitted the Berry Trifle Cowl by Life is Cozy. The yarn is Rowan Felted Tweed, and it's a cowl with some stripes and different textures in it. So this one was also a taste knit for Life is Cozy, Ksenia. Then I knitted this one came for a couple of months. I knitted on this one. So this is the Strya cardigan by Andrea Mowry. And this one I wore a lot in Amsterdam, and I wore it a lot since. So I really recommend this pattern. The yarn is African Expression Soul, and it's a half fisherman's rib, so it's very squishy. It feels like a hug when you wear it, so I love it. Then I knitted the Sophie scarf by Petite Knit. So this is some African Expressions Joy, and it's a very quick knit as well, just to wear it like this. But the yarn specifically is a bit scratchy, so I don't like wearing it in summer. I would wear it more in the winter time. But I do think I want to make a Sophie scarf in a more summer friendly yarn to wear in the summer, just to have like a little scarf to finish off a outfit. Then October, I knitted the Dahlia Beret. So this is a design by Sari Nordland, and it was in the Amirisu magazine. So I used the white here, so the main color on this side is John Arbon Textiles Alpaca Delight, and on the other side is the Miss Lamort Lofty Plight that I used for my Venetian mittens, and it's a bit more speckled, so there's a bit more color on this side. So yeah. Then yeah, and on the one side I did the little tab. So, and then I also made the couture top. It's the one I'm wearing now, a design by Sari Nordland. And then in November I knitted the couture beret. So this was leftover yarn from my couture top, couture sweater. So this is all my couture items at the moment. I do know she knitted or designed couture socks and a couture tee, and then recently a couture cardigan as well. But I'm not sure if I'm going to knit all the couture designs. But yeah. So this one was left over from this sweater. Then I knitted the Sunkissed top. It is a racer back top with some lace in the center back. I did wear this one in my last video, and the yarn was Karua Moon Unique Moon. So this is the front. Yeah. So this one's also very comfortable to wear, and yeah, I'm very happy with this one. Then I also made the Aerial top by Sari Nordland. This yarn is Katia All Seasons cotton. So it's mercerized cotton. And it's a beautiful lace top. And it's very nice to wear with this one when it's very hot, because it's more breathable and very more summer friendly than the wool items that I do have made. But yeah, then last thing for November was my Bear Paw socks. So this is a design by Andrea Mowry. It's her DK version of her DRK Everyday socks. So yeah, I used Naughty Habits Kaiso base for this one, and it's just holding those two yarns, or the Kaiso base, two strands together to create a DK weight yarn for this one, and it creates a beautiful mold effect as well. Let me do this. Maybe you can see the mold effect there. But yeah, that was November. And then last thing was my Allure tank top designed by Kate Oates. So this was my last item I knitted in 2022. It's a top down racer back top as well, with some braided detail there, and just a little bit increases at the chest area, and a double hem like that. So this one, it's a bit more revealing, so I'm not gonna wear this one at work. So this one is a home top, or a chill top, but the yarn is Concept by Katia cotton cashmere, and it's so soft, and so it's definitely summer friendly. And sometimes cotton yarn is a bit more matte in color. This yarn, the cotton cashmere, does have a bit of a shine to it, but not too much, but it's smooth and it feels so nice. So I'm very happy with this one. And that's everything I knitted in 2022 for myself. So I didn't include all the gift knits that I knitted. So yeah, in total I knitted 38 items, and then I'll put up on screen how many items I knitted in each category. So I have summer garments, winter garments, accessories, which include all the hats and the cowls and the mittens. Then I have a sock category, and then what was the last one? Shawls. So yeah, so on screen you can see how much I knitted. So I do think my summer garments was the most. I knitted 10 summer tops, and then my socks was the second most I knitted. So yeah, I do think because South Africa has a bit more of a warmer climate, I do knit more summer garments, but I do want to knit more. Yeah, so 2023 I do want to knit more different techniques. I only did one like color work project, only one specific, like holding one color in one hand, the other color in one hand, strand color work, was only the garden gate top. So I do want to knit more color work tops, but yeah, I will see. I do want to stay within my the yarns are my stash. I want to knit from my stash only this year, because I do have a lot of yarn and I do have a lot of plans already, so I want to complete those. So that is my quest for this year, is to try to knit everything from stash. So I'm going to do my next video is I'm going to show all my summer knitting and sewing plans. I'm going to show some of the projects that I do want to knit this year in summertime. So here it's until April, May. I'm going to do only summer stuff and do a cardigan here and there, and then from August, let's make it September, I'm gonna knit the rest of the summer stuff. So yeah, I'm going to record that video very soon, and then I will share with my plans with you. But yeah, I'm very proud of myself of how much I did complete in a year, and the techniques and the skills I learned. I'm very happy with my progress. So yeah, I hope this year is filled with a lot more knitting and discovering new designers. I think I have to discover some new designers, and then yeah, just knitting and enjoying it, not competing. I think competing with myself though, because this year I know my routine is different, because last year I did work from home. This year I'm working at an office, so routine is a bit different. So yeah, but I think everything is good. It's going to be good. I'm going to complete everything that I do want to complete, but I'm not going to push myself to do it. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I hope it wasn't too weird, and yeah, I'll see you very soon. Enjoy your knitting and crocheting. Yeah, bye bye.